What's good? What's good? What's good? Yeah, man. What's going on with everybody? How everybody doing? How they feeling? How y'all feeling? It'll be probably hopefully if I get this in right about the 10, 11 o'clock episode. Whatever. We're gonna figure it out. But how everybody doing, man? Appreciate y'all pulling up to smoke and talk that talk with me. You know what I'm saying? So let's go on and get to this. Welcome to Kush Equilibrium. I am your always smoking host. You dig? Oops, the great. No. Oh man, tonight, this here show. You know. 50 Cent. A lot going on with 50 Cent. Him and Ja Rule back taking shots at each other. Everybody wondering, what's this about? I don't know why it's so hard to understand. Beef lasts forever. If we beefing, this ain't a one-time thing. We might take a break from it. Excuse me. We might take a break from it, but trust me, it ain't never over. That's beef. So, since we talking about beef, I figure let's look into 50 Cent past a little bit. Let's look back at something that should shine a light into the person that is 50 Cent or Curtis Jackson or whatever you decide to call him. Because at the end of the day, a zebra cannot change his stripes. And that applies here. So with that being said, if you're smoking, light it up. If you're drinking, pour it up. We grown, so let's get to the business. Got my ears. I got my ears ready. You know what I'm saying? I got my ears. Let me get this video going. Now, for those of y'all that's too young to remember this, or never saw it or whatever, we used to get these CDs, these beef CDs that explain all the beefs in hip hop from Foot Locker. I think all you had to do was like buy some socks. You got it for free. But this is 50 Cent's very beginning. If you want to know how a man handles a situation, look at his beginning. Look at his beginning. So we're going to look at how this played out and what was said. It might shine some light into 50 Cent as a person or what have you. So let's get into it. Oh yeah, like, comment, subscribe, all of that. I had to dig to go find this because the first one I found was really grainy, and I wanted to at least look some. My bad, apologize. I wanted to look at least somewhat decent. You know what I'm saying? Nobody want to be looking at grainy pictures all damn day. So let's go. Let's get to it.
Everybody know 50 grew up out here and whatnot. He grew up with us. We know him. He was a big figure out here. I can't even say he was soft. 50 was never soft. I'm never here to shit on his name in that sense that he's soft and whatnot. But 161st is a spot where 50 got shot at. This is his grandma's house and whatnot. Coming up towards your right. This is the house to your right here. It's not a music beef. This is what people have confused. They think, it's publicity. These niggas is in magazines talking about, no, it's not that.
One of the most volatile neighborhoods in America, Jamaica, Queens, is known for its ruthless streets. But alliances made in the street game can become beef. When those that make it out distance themselves with those they leave behind. With a street reputation, Bangum Smurf, whose son's godfather was 50 Cent, acted as 50's friend and confidant.
The beat started with my homie Bangum Smurf. As you know, he's incarcerated. Smurf was 50's everything. His shooter, his protection, his standby guy. He opened doors for him. Everything. That was his heart.
When you got a person, right, that's designated to handle your, let's say, situations for you. And I get it. Some of us, everyday regular people, we don't have people like that. We got to do everything ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So when you got somebody whose sole job in the camp is to, hey, you going to hold me down. If I got an issue, you going to take care of that. You know what I'm saying? When you have those kind of people, you go, in my opinion, and I couldn't know nothing because at the end of the day, I don't have this type of people in my life. Well, kind of, not really. Whatever. I don't want to snitch on myself. You go out your way to take care of them. When there's somebody who's looking you in your face saying, you know what? If my job is to risk my life, my safety, my freedom for you, that's the job. That's the job. Let's be clear. That's the job. You owe that person an extra level of loyalty that you can't give to nobody else. Maybe your mama. Maybe your mama. But that's it. Because somebody's out here trading their life in for you. You know what I'm saying? That's the value of life. So if something happened to that man, you responsible for making sure his shorty cool. Hey, put some bread in his chick hand. Not all. Hey, if you got side pieces, I can't do nothing for him. But that one that you done made a home with and got babies, you know, that one, you kind of look out. You know what I'm saying? You owe him an extra level of loyalty. And if he's gone behind something for you, you reciprocate what you would give to him to them.
While 50 was becoming a superstar, Bangum Smurf was arrested for reckless endangerment and criminal possession of a firearm.
So when he got locked up, his bill was $75,000. Now at this point, Get Rich or Die Trying did like $8 million. So, you know, 50 had that money to wipe his ass with. So we just keep calling him, man. We just getting the same answer. So we like, hold on, this nigga went and...
He not lying though. For those who wasn't around during that beginning for 50, I wasn't a big 50 fan, but even then, I couldn't deny it. When he hit the scene, because it was so in your face. You know what I'm saying? This wasn't that light patty cake stuff. It was the best way to describe it is I hated liking it. I hated liking it because I didn't like the way 50 came in. I feel like we gravitated him to because he jumped on Ja Rule neck. And since it looked like that was the trendy thing to do, people jumped over there. I jumped off Ja Rule because I'm like, he killing this dude. But I didn't jump on to the 50 Cent. I just started listening to other shit. But back then, 50's place in the industry was undeniable. So when he said that man had that to wipe his ass with change.
Did things for you behind you getting shot. My man was the one that retaliated, you know? You didn't go out and grab your gun. You didn't go and say, oh, these niggas shot me. I'm about to go find them niggas. My nigga was in the car riding around. You know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas from the hood was riding around to take care of that beef for him. He wasn't grabbing no pistol. I feel he a bitch behind that, because how you not gonna send money to somebody that did, you know what I'm saying, took care of your business? That's your business. You got shot twice. Smurf didn't get shot.
Where you stand at on that? Don't be scared to give an opinion. Where you stand? Whether you a man or a woman, you feel some type of way regardless. You get popped up, somebody go and take care of that for you. Allegedly, let's say allegedly, because, you know, whatever. They get hemmed up, whether it's in regards to that situation or not. The fact that you did that, especially when it's going to be money I'm not even going to miss. Think about it. You're not even going to miss it. We're talking about money that he could have made back easily with a show. He could have made that back with a show. We wasn't talking about no M's. So yeah, post what you thought, what you think, you know? How would you handle that? Somebody did this, that, and the third or whatever for you without incriminating nobody. They make moves for you. And then they have a moment where they need you to hold them down. What do you do? What do you do?
So finally, we get a Bill Barnes person that says they'll take the house. Smurf's mother's house had to be put up in order to get him out. And $7,500 from his hood niggas.
This nigga, I called this nigga when I came out of the pen, right? I'm like, yo, 50, what's good? You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, son, what's good? Why y'all niggas ain't come get me? This nigga, he couldn't even tell me why. He just started beefing, like, what, nigga? You running around in town, I'll send you back to the hood to get your mind right. This nigga left me in there for 4 months, nigga. How you gonna send a nigga back to the hood to get his mind right? You know what getting your mind right in the hood is? Getting high and tearing shit up.
50 now.
Somebody explain that to me. How you send somebody back to the hood to get their mind right? What am I supposed to be doing? If we supposed to be a team, you know what I'm saying? You off doing you know what I'm saying? You shining. Regardless of how I feel about 50, he was shining. Especially in his beginning. Had that Dr. Dre glow on him. Man, I never understood that part. And trust me, I done watched this a billion times. Yeah, that might be a little hyperbole, but trust me, I've watched it a lot. I never understood what that man was supposed to do. When you send me back to the hood, and then I find myself jammed up, I go through some shit, and then you still didn't look out. I was supposed to open a bakery? Pinkberry? You put me back in the environment that we trying to escape. I'm going to revert back to my old ways. It's the hood. You tell me if I'm wrong. It's the hood. So you saying go back to square one. So we back on other yeah. That story never added up to me.
Now, this 50 multi-million-dollar character that everybody's thinking he's fame, taking his shirt off, thinking he's cute, is not loyal. So all that money you got, if you don't got loyalty, who's gonna respect you?
There's certain people you don't trust, and then there's certain people you do trust. A nigga like Smurf, like he knew Smurf was loyal to him, you know? Smurf would have laid down his life for 50 Cent. Wow. You know? Smurf.
That's hella, that's something. Let's not undervalue that. If you knew another grown man was willing to give you his life, whatever you need, I got you. Whoever need to lay down, I got you. I don't care how many, I don't care who it is, none of that. That kind of right hand man, and you should have paid that little money. Even think about this. Even if he didn't want to, even if he like, man, I'm trying to separate myself from them. I made it. They didn't. I'm separating. Why would it not? At that point, that little $75,000 or whatever he had to pay is like an investment. I might need him down the line. Let me take care of him right now. So if I find myself in a jam, this, that, and the third, bet. I know someone that's willing to do something. I looked out for, I know he gonna do it. It's an investment at that point. So there was never a reason why you don't pay this money. There's never a reason why you don't look out. Even if after you pay it, he get out, hey, you hot. I'm trying to keep my going up. So we need to put some distance between. However you need the word to play it. Foul is foul. He should have took care of that man. In my opinion. You don't think so? I mean, because you over there shaking your head, bro. See, I'm about to get another camera because you be in here and you don't say nothing. And then people be thinking I'm talking to myself. All right.
Go against anybody for 50. Even myself, Smurf would have went against me for 50. And not, saying it's a bad thing, because it turned out to be a bad thing, but Smurf is a loyal person. That's how loyal he is, you know? That's just him, you know? He's too kind-hearted and whatnot.
Even when Smurf came out on bail, he still wasn't on that 50's head. He still wasn't, yo, fuck 50, He was just hurt behind it. He was really hurt. He done slept in 50's house to protect him, laying his life down for this man who can't, in return, at least bail him out. You owe your life to Smurf, actually. You know, so we still wasn't gonna say nothing. All right, whatever, 50, He got on the mixtape.
Hey, Smurf, don't think I'll hear you out there talking about me, you little dirtbag. Brush your teeth before you talk about me. I'm like God to you niggas. I'm like God to you niggas. I'm like God to you niggas. I'm like God to you niggas.
I remember. Hey, when this mixtape came out, it might be one of the best summers ever. Damn. Hey, side note, can we get back to the throwback mixtape era? Because it got, for a minute, I'm going to say for like about 2 years straight, the mixtapes were better than the albums. You wanted to throw cats' albums in the trash because the mixtapes was just so much fire. It was... I missed the mixtape era.
God to you, nigga. You ain't God, nigga. That's why I dropped What's Beef. I ain't gonna fuck about anything else he said, but that What's God shit really touched my heart.
Smurf is heated now. It went from being hurt to being mad. And that's when it all flipped.
Acting as Smurf's mouthpiece, up-and-coming rap artist Domination shot back with Can't Teach Me How to Stunt.
You ain't letting no cats kill. 50 lay off the steroids and Prozac pills. Judge you bastard, that shit is over, Doja. Y'all sons ain't no motherfucking G-Unit soldier. Call bulletproof.
At Summer Jam 2004, 50 played in his hometown of New York. Bang'em Smurf and Domination were in attendance.
We went to Summer Jam 20 deep. We went there to just make a statement. We here. Anywhere you go, you can't escape us. When we came out on the stage, we was already here. Fuck G-Unit. On the left side. And 50 stayed on the right side the whole time. He was like trying to ignore us and whatnot, but it just got to him. You know, 50 has an ego. So once something really touches his nerve, he wants to do something to touch your nerve.
Has this not proven out to be 50's trend? Once he's irritated a little bit, he about to irritate you a lot. A lot. Like, to irritate 50 Cent 2% is to be prepared that he about to try to irritate you 100%. Like, he petty. That's a petty man. Which is cool, because I'm petty too. I ain't gonna knock you for that. You are what you are, bro. But what he's saying is kind of accurate. Like, if you watch all the antics that 50 be having and going on and how he talk to people, his nerve get irritated kind of easy.
He comes over with a bottle of water. Now I'm thinking he gonna throw the whole bottle of water at us and cause some damage. This bitch nigga opens the bottle and throws the water out on us. So Smurf jumps over the barricade. When Smurf jumped over the barricade, security rushed him. My homie True, that's locked up right now, grabbed a chair and flung it at it. Boom. So once one chair flew, 20 chairs flew behind him. Now we threw chairs at the niggas.
Whoever that big nigga threw that last chair, I feel like that was the first time he ever threw a chair. The way he threw it, I'm gonna go back so y'all can see it. I'm just saying, throwing a chair shouldn't require that much effort. Watch Homie in the Black. Right now.
No.
He big too, so he should be able to just flick that thing. I'm gonna throw a chair now. Boondocks say you throw a chair across the room, start a riot. Am I the only person that ever watched Boondocks, heard that theory, and wanted to test it? Like, I want to be in the crowd and be like, I'm gonna throw a chair, see if niggas just get into a ruckus. It'd be the funniest thing ever. If I could have some cameras up so I can get that, man, that's good content. I can prove that it's no different than Bill Nye the Science Guy, or they got that one little science show that they try to prove if shit real or not. Mythbusters. I'm busting the myth. Imagine if it worked. I'm saying, imagine if it worked. Every black person from here on out, if that worked, will have an automatic way to get out of a situation. Ooh, I'm not liking how this look. Boom, fight break out. You just go out the side door. I'm not the one in the ruckus. They is.
Who shares at the niggas? They ain't throw them back. Nothing. Their security guard tried to throw one back, but.
Yeah. What's up, man? What's up, New York City? I love the trouble, motherfucker. What's up?
We all wish that it could end, but once somebody does something that is so crazy, like, your killer instinct kicks in.
50, fuck you. And he know why, man, because you're not real, dude. You're not at all, man. For real. It's loyalty and it's betrayal and there's nothing in between. And we loved you, man. Real talk. Niggas loved you. Niggas loved you.
Can't play with the hood like that, man. But on some real thing, I chose that we should look at that, right? Again, in our lives, right? All we gotta do is pay attention to how people are in their beginnings. It's gonna tell you how you need to handle them, how you treat them, how they gonna treat you. It's gonna tell you everything. Part of people watching. I encourage everybody to people watch. The moment you enter my life, I watch how you move. I need to know. The moment 50 Cent entered our lives, everybody should have been watching it. We needed to know what he was going to turn out to be. What did we get? Was it worth it? Was cutting Ja Rule out the game worth it? Would he have become what he is now without the assistance of Dr. Dre? That's really always been that always was my biggest issue, gripe, concern. I don't know what to phrase it. Because I feel the same way about the game. That they gave us that authentic, raw, street. And the cool thing is every track wasn't about drugs. You know what I'm saying? So he gave you a little bit of variety. He gave you music that you felt like as a man you can bop to, and women mess with him because he big ass nigga like take his fucking shirt off. Of course, women go fuck with him. But looking at him now, right? I question whether, because I've gotten to a position to where like certain people, I look at them like they, without the assistance of this person, they would have never came to be. I feel that way about Drake. And no, it's not a Drake video, so we ain't gonna go down that road. But 50 had blown up to what he became to be. Become a mogul and sell off products and become a big, you know what? A big hit for what is it, HBO? He might be one of their best business partners ever. That Power series is single-handedly keeping the lights on at HBO. If that's what it's on, HBO, right? I watch Raising Kanan, but I don't watch the other shit. But I watch Raising Kanan on what is that? Not Netflix. Hulu? I think it's on Hulu. It might be on Netflix. I don't know. I got them all. But I wouldn't mind y'all thoughts on that before we get out of here. Throw that in the comments if you can. But 50 Cent had become, would he be what he is right now? With no assistance at all. Let's say he never came across Dr. Dre. Ever. I mean, and that causes a chain effect because what is Eminem laying there? So, yeah, I was curious about y'all thoughts. And I just felt the need to go back to this again because I like to pay attention to people's beginnings. And 50 getting loud with Ja Rule again, it just encouraged me to do this. But I appreciate y'all pulling up the smoke with me like always, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe on your way out the door. Look, I can't say S's and shit. This was Oops Great. This was Kush Equilibrium. I get at y'all.